My auto start stop eliminator came today. I ordered it on Wednesday. It's here on Friday, which is awesome. I'm happy to have it now. The instructions are very simple. Take the glove compartment out, disconnect the connector from the bottom of the gateway module, and then enjoy. So I'm going to see how long this actually takes to do. It's just an inline plug. So basically you're going to unplug the part that's under here apparently, and then plug that into this, and then plug this into where it was. And then this is just the chip off to the side. This doesn't plug in anything. So I'm going to see, I mean, it's a chunk of wire here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but it came with one zip tie, so we'll see what happens. I'm just going to set up my camera up and show you guys how I do this. So hopefully, oh, that's pretty good. You can see the glove compartment. So it says open the glove compartment. Let me get all my stuff out of here. And then there's a way. Ooh, that is nice. So I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see if you can. Yeah, so this tab here is actually a separate part. On the Explorer, you had to push the entire side in and kind of bend it, but this is nice. It just bends the tab and it pops right out. And then you can have it hanging down, but you can also, making this awkward, oh, up. So these have little holes in them, so you can pull, let me see, where are we? That's a better way to see it. Those pop on to these. All right, I'm gonna put this in the back. Now I'm gonna find this wire that they're talking about. Okay, so on this, there's a wire that comes up and then plugs up into this here, which when we're looking at it, this bracket is that bracket, this piece here is that, and then the wire that comes up looks to be, on my flashlight, this is the module, the wire, oh, so the plug that they're talking about is right here. You can see it. Maybe that's too bright. It's dimmer. So this is the plug they're talking about. There's a push button on it, and oh, it's on the back. This is going to be kind of awkward to get to, but let me just get in here, see if I can find that part that I got to pinch. Not sure the best way to get to it, but I'm going to make this happen. It's going to be a pain to get a grasp on it because the thing is on the back. It's very awkward. 6 minutes in, I have not even figured out how to do this yet. Oh, I got it. All right. So you got to reach your finger way up there to get it. I was trying to push way down here. Stick your finger up as high as you can and it'll pop right out. And then there's like a big empty, I don't know if you can see, let me angle the camera down so you can see what I'm talking about. This right here is like a cavity down here underneath. So I think once I get this wire plugged in, I can just shove all the extra wire stuff down there and I won't even need to use the zip tie. Make sure I plug this in the right way. Because there's only one way you can plug it in. So, oh, I don't know if you caught that, but this thing just flashed green and blue or blue and green, one or the other. But so it's doing something. It's what this thing does is it remembers the last setting you had it in. So if the last setting you had it in was enabled, when you turn the car on, it's going to be enabled. If you had it disabled when you shut the car off, when you turn it back on, supposedly it's going to be disabled and you don't have to do anything. My question is, if in normal mode it is enabled and you go to sport mode, which disables it, when you start the car back up and it starts in normal mode, will it be disabled or enabled because it was enabled in normal mode before? This is a little too weird to explain. So we are just going to test that once we get this all plugged back in. So now I'm just shoving this extra wire. Maybe I'll get it plugged in before I shove all the extra wire down there. Getting it plugged in is not going to be easy either. Wait, am I close? Maybe. Nope, man down. All right, now when I get it lined up, it should go. That's weird because I want to show you what it's a little bit awkward because now you would think, come on, man. You would think it goes in this way because the wire pops out of that side, but it goes in this way. So you got to bend the wire backwards to get it in there. You know, try this again. I think I have part of it lined up. No, I just got to get my hand in there to get the rest of it lined up. I'm trying to kind of bend the wire back right now because that's the part that's making this difficult. I think if you did this for a living, you could have it done in a matter of minutes. But if you were just a regular Joe Schmo like me, it's extremely awkward. So I could make this look super easy editing it, but I want you guys to know how much of a freaking struggle this is for me. Nope, now I have it backwards again. When I did this on my Explorer, it was underneath the... Oh, come on. All right, I think I'm plugged in. When I did this on my Explorer, it was on the driver's side. Oh, something's clicking. All right, so things are reconnected. What I'm trying to figure out is where to put these wires without putting any weird stress on anything. So I think just tucking it right in here is fine. If I hear some random rattling and stuff, I'll know what it is, but everything is well wrapped in this like cottony tape, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. So to put this back in, just line up your little tabs. So this is not perfectly round. I want to show you. It's easy to get on and off. This is, there's a flat edge and then a rounded edge. So when you're lining these up, if you try to go on the rounded edge, it's not going to go. The second you get it lined up properly, it slides right on. So this is the angle that you're going to have to pull it out. I'm going to zoom out. Sorry, this is super awkward, but this is, so when you're taking the glove compartment out, if you let it fold all the way down, it won't come. When you get to a certain angle, it pops right off because, like I said, this has a flat edge on both sides. So it just goes right on at the right angle. There we go. And then pops right in there. Done. Super easy. Now we're going to go through a couple starts and see if it stays disabled. All right, start it up. So right now, auto start stop went back to disabled. So when I turned the car off, it was disabled in normal mode. So what I'm going to do is right now it's enabled in normal mode. So I'm positive right now if I turn it off and turn it back on, it will be on. But what I'm going to do is get rid of all these stupid things. I'm aware of all of this. Okay. So I'm going to go to my Raptor mode. Auto start stop is disabled, and there it is, the little A with the line through it, so it's off. I'm in Raptor mode, which is sport mode for me with 4 auto and the auto start stop disabled. So I'm going to shut the car off now. And my question is, it's turned off in sport mode in my Raptor mode, but when I turn it back on and it's going to go into normal mode, what's it going to do? So turning it back on, auto start stop is active. Okay, so in normal mode it's still on, but in normal mode I deactivate it, and then we'll do this again. We'll turn it off. This is a lot of starting and stopping, but I'm very curious about this. Starting the car back up. Okay, so it's starting in normal mode and it's deactivated. Awesome. So now what I'm going to do, one last test, is it's in normal mode, auto start stop's deactivated. I'm going to go into, I have to, geez, what a pain. Okay, I'm going to go into my Raptor mode, which puts it in sport mode with the auto start stop disabled, which you can see right there. And now I'm going to shut the car off. So the current setting right now is auto start stop is disabled in normal mode, and then I went into my Raptor mode, which also has it disabled. So I'm going to turn the car off, start it back up. It's going to start in normal mode, and it's disabled. So there we go. I never have to worry about this again. I'm very happy about that. This is, I mean, it was $103 after it was shipped to me. It would have been $99, but I paid for the shipping to get here today instead of next week, because it is free shipping if you do economy shipping. This is the 4G Tech Eliminator. The one I bought from my Ford Explorer ST was from Auto Start Stop Eliminator. It was a very similar thing, but I had to plug into power. This one just plugs in line. Well, I already showed you that. So I'm super happy with this. It was not super difficult. I did do it. I did the entire thing, and then I put it all back together and did it again now that I know how to do it, to show you. Even after you know how to do it, it's somewhat complicated, but I spent 15 minutes screwing around over there just trying to get it figured out. So 30 minutes start to finish, never having done it before. Once I've done it, I can do it in like 5 minutes. So there you go, auto start stop eliminated, and I am super happy with this. Oh, one other thing I want to show you. I was driving my daughter to work today. I was looking through my YouTube when I was sitting in line, and there was a comment from a dude in Australia who said, hey, set your tablet to night mode. And I didn't realize you could do that. It was set to auto night mode. But if you go into general in your settings, and then you go to display mode, I had it in auto. So auto, when it's daytime, well, I'm just going to go light. So this is the mode I had it in. Everything's white. When you go in, my Apple CarPlay is not hooked up right now, but we'll just go to like navigation. So this is day mode in navigation. Auto, when your headlights come on or when the ambient light is low enough, it goes into dark mode. I didn't realize you could force it into dark mode all the time. So general, display, mode, dark mode. And now we're in dark mode, which looks way better with the rest of the dash. You don't have that big bright white thing there, and it's very visible even during the day. So now when you go into navigation in dark mode, everything's dark instead of white. This is awesome. So thank you so much for that comment. I did it when I was sitting there and I saw it and I was like, this is amazing. This is the way I'm going to keep it forever. And everything down here is darker. It fits in with the entire interior now. Everything is black or dark gray, and then you got the trim that's orange, and then like your little buttons here are orange too, so they match the trim. I don't think that's on purpose. Maybe it was on purpose. Either way, this is the way to do it. When you get your Raptor, set it to night mode, and that's it.
It's over!